What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, two-time, two-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, now the reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Teofimo Lopez. 19 wins, 1 loss, no draw. 13 wins by way of knockout. He is 25 years of age, 5'8", with a 68-inch arm reach. Coming off depending upon how you look at it, the biggest win in his career or the second biggest win in his career, defeating former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, British superstar boxer Josh Taylor, who is now also 19 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout. He's 32 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. Teofimo Lopez dominated the fight shockingly against Josh Taylor in his third fight at junior welterweight, a fight he's been calling for since October of 2020, when he defeated then the biggest fight of his career, 3-division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, who is now 17 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. Nonetheless, Teofimo Lopez, he was the underdog against Josh Taylor. He was the underdog against Vasily Lomachenko. And Teofimo Lopez proved the world wrong. Now, in the Lomachenko fight, I had Teofimo Lopez the victor. I thought he was going to win. I had him the favorite. I picked him to beat Lomachenko, and I was 1,000% correct. Against Josh Taylor, I picked Josh Taylor because of Teofimo Lopez's last 2 performances going into the Josh Taylor fight that led me to believe Josh Taylor was going to be the victor. He struggled with Sandor Martin in his last fight before the Josh Taylor fight, who was a southpaw, who was slick, who was mobile. And Teofimo Lopez actually struggled. He got dropped twice unofficially in the fight, and many people, including myself, thought Sandor Martin won the fight. Nonetheless, he got the nod. Josh Taylor, I viewed him as a bigger version of Sandor Martin, and I said that Sandor Martin's, if he could do that, Josh Taylor can. The triangle theory don't work, but I thought the styles of the two fighters was what I was comparing, and I was completely wrong. And he dominated. And in his biggest fights, Teofimo Lopez, he shows up big. And so once again, he did that. And Teofimo Lopez, he states, obviously, he's on top of the world. He's very successful. And he says something that many people questioned. Some people backed it. But many people asked me what my thoughts was on it, which is that Teofimo Lopez stated that undefeated, 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, and he's a southpaw. And Teofimo Lopez was asked about a potential fight with him and Gervonta Tank Davis. And Teofimo Lopez, he stated, Tank Davis can't box. He's extremely small. He has power, but he can't box. What is he going to do? Box me from the outside? Is he going to rush me? I'm a good counterpuncher, and I have power. Now, what's ironic here is that former promoter of Gervonta Tank Davis, who is retired, legendary, iconic, Hall of Fame superstar, 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, former pay-per-view king, the man known as Money, formerly known as Pretty Boy, now known as TBE, Floyd Mayweather Jr. of Mayweather Promotions, promoted Gervonta Tank Davis for years. And Floyd Mayweather said that's the fight that he wants to see. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez, and he wants to see Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. And so Teofimo Lopez, oddly enough, right now is still in a contract with legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum, ESPN, and Top Rank. Teofimo Lopez, after defeating Josh Taylor, stated that he was sick of being underpaid in these big fights. He's not getting his worth, his value, and he's tired of it. And then he's going to retire. According to the WBO, World Boxing Organization president, Teofimo Lopez officially contacted him and said that he was vacating his belt. Which leads me to believe that Teofimo Lopez could possibly be waiting on his contract. But I don't know if it's a time frame on his contract or it's a fight frame, right? Meaning that, does he have to fulfill a certain amount of fights, or is it just a length of time that he has to fulfill? Or is it both? Nonetheless, Teofimo Lopez says he's going to retire, but not before saying that Gervonta Tank Davis can't box. Now, which would make sense if he waits out the contract and it expires, and then he could be a free agent and then fight Gervonta Tank Davis. That would be enormous. Enormous. And Gervonta Tank Davis don't care about belts. So whether he has a belt or not makes it a big fight. And if he's a network promotional free agent and can sign a deal to fight Tank Davis, well, that makes sense. But as far as him saying that Tank Davis can't box, and many people have been asking me, do you believe that Tank Davis can't box like Teofimo Lopez is saying? Tank Davis was getting outboxed by Mario Barrios. He was getting outboxed by Hector Garcia. Can Tank Davis box? Yes. Now, Teofimo Lopez, he begs to differ. He says Tank Davis can't box. Well, I beg to differ. Tank Davis can box. It's all a matter of, does he have to box? When he has to box, depending upon who's in front of him. He can be a counterpuncher if he needs to. He can be elusive if he needs to. He can be aggressive if he needs to. He can utilize lateral movement, fight on the back foot, fight at mid-range, come forward, like he did against Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He can wait it out, make adjustments, let you make mistakes, like he did Mario Barrios and Leo Santa Cruz. He can be aggressive, come forward, make you make mistakes by putting mental and physical pressure on you, like he did Hector Garcia. So I beg to differ. Can Gervonta Tank Davis box? 1,000%. When Teofimo Lopez says he can't box, maybe he's comparing him to himself. I actually think that their level of boxing is on the same level. But Tank Davis has the one-punch equalizing knockout power. Tank Davis doesn't make as many mistakes as Teofimo Lopez does. And I believe Tank Davis is just as good of a, if not better, counterpuncher than Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is extremely good. At times he fights down to the level of his competition, which he did against George Kambosos. He got dropped. He lost. He had plenty of excuses as to why. He looked bad against Sandor Martin. Do I still have it? He asked in the corner. And then he dominates Josh Taylor. He looks bad against Nakatani, and then he dominates Lomachenko. So it's like, depending upon who you put in front of him, how motivated he is. And he'll be extremely motivated to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. And if he puts on a performance like he did with Josh Taylor, that could definitely be a 50-50 fight, because Teofimo Lopez has definitely power. He's very quick. He's very athletic. Tank Davis has better defense when he wants to. That's the key, when he wants to. So can Gervonta Tank Davis box? 1,000%. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't display it all the time because he doesn't have to. It depends on who and what's taking place in the ring. That's what he gives you. He takes what you give him, but he takes it in a big way, and he takes you out doing it. So Teofimo Lopez and Tank Davis is very, very interesting. Because can Teofimo Lopez, who makes mistakes and gets hit, can he take Gervonta Tank Davis's punches? Most people can't. Can Tank Davis take Teofimo Lopez counter punching ability, work rate, athletic ability, and power? Or will it render him inactive? The biggest knock on Gervonta Tank Davis is activity. He's not very active, right? Which at times has him behind on the scorecards, but he makes adjustment. That's something he cannot do with a Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. But can he box? Yes. Is Teofimo Lopez a better boxer? No, I think they're the same. Tank Davis separates himself because he has an extremely high ring IQ and he has one-punch knockout equalizing power. This would be an enormous fight, and a 50-50 fight. But Tank Davis makes a lot of adjustments. And you got to be extremely careful when you're fighting Tank Davis. Puts a lot of physical and mental pressure on you because you know he has that one-punch equalizing knockout power. So will that pressure get to Teofimo Lopez? But he rises to the occasion in the biggest fights. And he has great counterpunching ability. If he fights like he fought Josh Taylor and Lomachenko, 50-50 fight. If he fights like he fought Sandor Martin, Tank Davis takes it running away. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully we see it sooner rather than later. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.